White seized control and kept the pressure on. Starting strong with a fundamental, versatile first move. Provoking an aggressive game with an imbalanced position. The best option was to develop a knight and attack the center. This prepares the bishop for development. Moving from its starting spot, the bishop gets involved in the game. This blocks the check from an opposing bishop. Solid move, nothing crazy here. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. This prepares the bishop for development. A solid central advance that gains influence and restricts counterplay. This develops the bishop and gives it scope on the long diagonal. The bishop is ready to be developed to an active square. Castling kingside tends to be safer than queenside because the king is further from the center. What a move! Super solid, right on target. The rook moves forward into the game. Solid choice in the opening. This kicks a knight. The correct move to safety. Strong choice, right on target. You love to see it. This threatens to attack the knight with a pawn. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. A straightforward recapture. This moves the bishop to a better location, allowing it to control more squares. This kicks a knight. Not the best move. There was something much better available. Not the sharpest move. Something spicier was on the table. Applying pressure to black's pawn chain. This fights against the other rook for the open file. Not the sharpest move, gotta be honest. With this move, black fights back against central space. That pawn was free for the taking. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. The pawn is now adequately defended. The better move was to activate a rook by getting it to the 7th rank. This stops the opponent from being able to win a pawn through a fork. The game was close to equal, but now white has the advantage. The game is still close to equal, but white lost their advantage. This allows the opponent to attack the bishop with a pawn. The best option was to attack the bishop with a pawn. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. Not the best move. There was something much better available. The better move was to force a weak backward pawn. Only one good move here, and you spotted it. Both kings are castled and ready for the middle game. Applying pressure to white's pawn chain. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. The best move here, no doubt about it. This misses a better way to create a pawn chain. The better move was to strike at the center with a pawn. By stacking pieces, white improves coordination. Black's piece has moved to a square with greater activity and control. The bishop finds a new active square. What a move! Super solid, right on target. This offers an equal trade of pieces. Solid move, nothing special. This is one of the best moves. Strong choice, right on target. You love to see it. A straightforward recapture. This takes an outpost, a square where the knight cannot be kicked out by a pawn. That pawn was free for the taking. This move sets up a fork on two valuable targets. This moves the queen to safety. Blockading the passed pawn halts progress and buys black some time. This blocks the check from an opposing queen. The better move was to defend a queen that was under attack. The best move here, no doubt about it. That pawn was free for the taking. This mobilizes the knight, allowing it to control more of the board. This leads to losing a queen. The rook was sacrificed. A brilliant move.